Welcome back to Tim's Project Car, where we're demonstrating that we can produce a good hot rod even in an old tool shed. Providing information as best I can as I build this car. Please like and subscribe. Okay, I've begun installing the transmission oil cooler. Lighting isn't all that good under there, but I have it hung on there. You can see it there. So the next step is to run the lines. Now this is where it starts getting to be fun. Okay, the header has to come back off, which I was hoping I wouldn't have to. And in addition to that, the cooler lines are so close to the floorboard that I'm going to have to drop the tail shaft in order to tip the engine and transmission down in order to replace those cooling lines. And then I'm going to run them across here and up high. Probably going to put in the inner fender well so I can know where to go. So the place to start now is to start pulling out that header. Okay, the header is off, and here we are with the cooler lines. I have them started. I got them here and here. They were just cattywampus, all different, so I got them pointed this way. So now the next step is I'm going to put the inner fender well on, and then I'm going to run the steel lines. I'll probably run rubber line here for a little ways to connect into the new steel lines. And then when I get back around here, I'll run rubber lines out to there to meet some steel lines. And that'll take care of it. And with any luck, everything will clear and I won't be too close to heat sources and so on. Okay, I've been building on the cooler lines. I've got the first one in. This is hooked into the oil cooler down there. And I ran the line back basically along where the inner fender well goes, and then it's tied in down there as the transmission. This still moves because the outer fender's not on, so everything is approximated still. These two holes here and here that the outer fender bolts to will be the mounting point where I make a bracket to reach out and hold on to these. And then I'm going to use these type of rubber insulated clamps to hold them in place. I might put an extra one down here. I might put one back there. I'm not sure. Just depends on how it looks once the outer fender is on. So now I'm going to start working on the other one. Okay, I got the second line on. The way it's run, I got them with the nipples up on the radiator there. My little radiator for the transmission, otherwise known as an oil cooler. But got these on here. They run down through, and once this is in place, and I can put brackets and hold it, and you know, take care of places where it wants to rub against things. I think this will work good. It's plenty distance away from the headers, I believe. Next step, of course, to put the header on and prove that I didn't run them right across where the exhaust goes. But we'll see that in a little bit. Okay, as stated earlier, the cooler lines are in. I ran into a little hiccup along the way, so had to change gears. This is the transmission kickdown cable, or what many call the TV cable. The linkage came apart inside the transmission, so I had to take the pan off, and that's not part of the video because I did a bunch of swearing in the process. I was pretty mad when that fell apart. But I got this put back together, and I got it set to the approximate length, so that should work. And the next step is, this transmission came out of my Firebird that got crashed, so the dipstick got tweaked on and it's not slid all the way in. That's my next step, is to repair that, get that dipstick adjusted and all the way in before I put that header back on for the last time, because anyone that's been watching knows I've removed and replaced that header more times than I'd ever want to. But here we are. We're getting very close to starting the engine though. Getting closer all the time. Okay, I got the things back together. I got the dipstick all sealed down at the bottom, and it's bolted to the bell housing where they are. And I got the header back in. And as you can see, as you get down here, I have great clearance around the header concerning those cooling lines. And they're nowhere near the exhaust at any point, which is the way I like it. And I have the wrap on here. Here's a good reason, because there's the brake line. You don't want the header radiating 1,000-degree temperatures against your brake lines, especially on autocross where you're beating on it. So there it is. We got the TV cable on, as I went over before. This is my homemade pump primer. So the next steps are going to be wiring, priming the engine once again, because it was a long time ago when I put it together. Put the carburetor on, make sure the carburetor works. But it's now getting down to simple stuff, what should be simple stuff. And so she's coming together. We're gonna hear it talk pretty soon, and hopefully it doesn't go knock knock.